Welcome back to the Sullivan Tire post-game show. Teddy Steinberg, Aidan Leary, joined now by head coach Keith Boucher. And coach, first playoff win since 2017. It was a dogfight against East Con. You guys have faced them now 3 years in a row in the quarterfinals. How much does this win mean to you and the program?
Well, we beat them down there last year in the quarters. We lost to them twice before that, and the kids played great. This was good because the first half, they wanted it more than we did, and we talked about that at halftime. They had 10 second chance points, and that's off rebounds. We're small. We can't afford to watch the ball when it comes off the rim. We're on defense. We got to get into people. So I don't know how many they got in the second half. I don't think they got as many. And, you know, you got to make shots. But the good thing was we told them at halftime we were down by 1 point, and we hadn't played that well. I think we're more competitive character in the second half, because when you get in the playoffs, it's one and done, okay? Everybody wants to win. Anybody can beat anybody on any given night. It's how hard you play physically and mentally. And I think we executed a little bit better in the second half. We made some shots when we had to. Val scared the heck out of me because she got her fourth foul and we had to take her out. No, we can't afford to have her off the floor for too long, but I thought the competitive spirit in the second half was better, and we made some shots, and Ruby got a couple of big steals, which was huge. But yeah, they're all going to be grinders when you get in the playoffs. There are no surprises. Everybody's going to give you the best shot. Everybody knows each other. You played them twice already, so they know your strengths and your weaknesses, and yeah, the kids came to play in the second half.
Absolutely, and it was some rough seas out there for Britton Radiola today. She didn't have her greatest day from the field, but what's your message to her going into Friday? Keeping her shooting, keeping her going, making sure, you know, she doesn't get down in the dumps. And what's your message to her going into the next one?
Britton doesn't get down on herself. She's the ultimate competitor. They did a good job of guiding her. I mean, we have to do a little bit better job of screening, but that's what you get when you're one of the top players. All right, you're going to get more attention on you. So she knows that. She's been dealing with that all year long. So I got no problem. Bryn's going to bounce back. She'll bounce back. And we have to play, you know, we're going to go to Rhode Island College. We've lost to them twice, 2 tough games. And we have to find a way to defend there. The dribble drive is tough. And they've got a big post player that we have to find a way to negate a little bit. But at the end of the day, I think we'll play our hearts out defensively. Are we going to be able to make shots? That's the big thing.
Ruby DeSaro was just on here. She was amazing tonight. You guys' leading scorer, 12 rebounds as well. She had more of a major role as a freshman, but now has filled an even bigger role as a sophomore. What have you seen from her as a total this season, but mainly this game and the last few weeks?
Well, I got 2 things about Ruby. First of all right, she could run through hell, all right, barefoot and naked, and she wouldn't even get a sunburn, all right? That's how quick she is. My nickname for her is the squirrel. You see the squirrels on campus? She is a highly over-caffeinated squirrel. I mean, she goes, everything she does is full speed. And that's amazing considering the number of minutes that she plays. And she's going to get tired. Obviously, she has trouble finishing sometimes. And obviously, we have to work on that with her. And she's got to work on it. But she's the engine for us. She does defensively and offensively. She has the toughest matchup with the ball handler and trying to set the tone for us defensively, and she pushes the ball on offense. So, yeah, Ruby's come a long way. She's still got a ways to go, which is good. Which is good because she can get better. And think about that. She can get better. So that's what we're hoping anyway.
She definitely gives you that like street ball feel when she's out there. She's such hard-nosed, you know. I love my street ball, as you know, Ted, but definitely gives you that feel when she's out there, you know. And now looking back to Saturday against Rhode Island College, you know, the bench was a little bit quiet. In this game, however, they stepped up, they filled that depth role. How do you keep them involved during the game when they're sitting there? How do you keep them involved, making sure that they're ready for the opportunity when it calls?
Well, that is, we talk about this before the game. The bench has to do 2 things, especially on the road. Your bench is your fans for the most part, all right? you have to be enthusiastic, generate enthusiasm for your teammates, and you have to be engaged. So how do you keep them in the game? You keep them in the game by them watching what's going on and hearing what's being said on the sideline. So when they go in, and this game is more about players than it is about plays. All right, who's going to make a play when it counts? And you have to know the personnel on the other team. And when you're switched off on somebody, you know, sometimes we're going to be switched off on a big kid. We got to get over the top of them. You can't run out at a driver, and you can't not close out on a shooter. 12 hit some big shots in the first half, and I think we did a better job of running her off the three-point line in the second half. So the bench, all right, they're the people that can determine a game. There's no doubt about it. But they have to be ready when their number is called. You never know when you're going to get a chance. And when you get the chance, you want to go out there and make sure that you contribute. I think we got some decent minutes from some people tonight. Bella, I thought, Nicole, Savannah came in and give us 2 or 3 good minutes. But you got to ride with the horse that got you there. All right.
Exactly.
Ruby's our secretariat, and Willie Shoemaker's on the back, and we're riding.
There we go.
All right.
All right, Coach. Well, congrats on the win tonight. Good luck on Friday.
Appreciate it.
Against Rhode Island College.
Yeah, we'll need to play very well. They're very well coached, and they're very talented.
You guys are in the stretch, so you're almost there.
Yep.
Best of luck the rest of the way,
Stack
Coach.
days
Thank you.
together. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Coach.
Appreciate not wearing.
If we should ever falter, should we ever hang by a string, remember we had each other through all the seasons, through everything.
Keene State got it done. The 60-54 win over Eastern Connecticut State. Their first playoff win in 9 years. Ruby DeSaro led the way with 18 and 12 in 7 minutes. We'll be back live for Keene State men's basketball as they continue their quest for a 5-peat in the LEC. They take on Rhode Island College. That'll be me and Carson Flake on the call for that. For Aidan Leary, Allison Kenyon, Ryan Hurd, and Kyle Bierman, my name is Teddy Steinberg. We'll see you in 7 minutes.
You have been watching a Keene State Athletics broadcast on the Owls Media Network. Please tune in to our next broadcast, and thank you for watching.